A major humanitarian crisis is brewing in the African nation of South Sudan. The country's military has ordered civilians to unite nation's personnel and humanitarian workers to leave 3 counties in the Jonglei state. This order comes ahead of a major security operation against opposition forces. Now, the order was issued on Sunday as fighting has intensified in parts of the country at levels the United Nations says have not been witnessed since 2017. Some of the fiercest fighting has taken place in Jonglei, located in the country's east on the borders with Ethiopia. In this region, the South Sudan People's Defense Forces are in fact seeking to halt an offensive by fighters loyal to South Sudan's Liberation Army in opposition, also known as the SPLA-IO forces. Now, the government troops have said that a military operation codenamed Operation Enduring Peace is about to begin. South Sudanese authorities have instructed all civilians in the counties of Nyirol, Uror and Akobo to evacuate immediately. The civilians were told to flee to areas under government control for their own safety. The United Nations has said that the ongoing violence has already displaced about 180,000 people across the Jonglei state. Concerns are now growing about the fighting's impact on humanitarian operations, particularly for the smaller aid groups.
They don't talk to you, they don't investigate you, they only shoot.
The humanitarian actors in their different identity, they're not operating in safe locations. And that's why the evidence is very clear. You have seen MSF have quitted its services in Akobo because of questions of safety and security. So if an institution like MSF can leave Akobo because questions of safety and security, what about the other national NGOs that may not have enough capacity and capability for designing their safety and security?
The SPLA-IO forces are loyal to South Sudan's detained Vice President Riek Machar. They previously had fought the government troops during South Sudan's civil war between 2013 and 2018. And that conflict was largely driven by ethnic divisions and claimed an estimated 400,000 lives, although a peace agreement was signed in 2018 and it brought some relative calm. Localized fighting had continued in several parts of the country. And that fighting had been escalating throughout 2025 following Machar's arrest in March. The vice president was then suspended last September after being charged with murder, treason and crimes against humanity. And our correspondent Louisa Olani has sent us this report from Lagos in Nigeria. Listen in.
All civilians, NGOs and UN agencies operating and working in Nyirol, Uror and Akobo counties have been given 48 hours to leave to regions controlled by government forces in South Sudan as the army prepare for a major offensive in Jonglei state. The action tagged Operation Enduring Peace has been speculated for a while as security and humanitarian situation worsens there. Fear has gripped residents considering the army threat that any armed civilian found near the SPLA-IO barracks or assembly point will be considered legitimate military targets. Apprehension remains in the air as citizens hope for minimal humanitarian crisis. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olani, WION World is One.